Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Arslan, and here are my group members: Muhammad Faraz Khan, Syed, Junaid, Hassan, Gillani, Muhammad Talha, Muhammad Awais, and Umar Farooq. And here we activity of social interaction. Let's start.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
What's your name?
Hamza Fasi.
Department?
Zoology.
I have a question about English. Can I ask?
Yes, you may ask.
Why people feel difficulty to speak in English?
There's a multitude of reasons why people feel difficulty in speaking English. The first, with context to Pakistan, that comes to mind is the education system is flawed. In the sense that education is not given in English entirely, and the English subject is taught either only in the sense of grammatical point of view. So our students are not as adept in speaking English because they have not been trained to speak in English. I feel that training is an important part of speaking English. The solution, I believe, will be that spoken English should be a component of our education system, and the students should be given various assignments whereby they may try to speak in English. They may get involved in dramas, they may take part in various societies, and there should be an emphasis on the spoken English aspect of an English class. So I think these are some of the factors that would help to solve this problem.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Sir, what is your name
Abdurrahman.
and what's your department you belong to?
IER.
Sir, I have a question to you. Sir, first of all, what resources are available for people who want to improve their English skills and communication?
People to improve their English skills through internet, books, and communicate people to other in English language.
Because of misunderstanding.
Because of misunderstanding, because our national language is Urdu. That's why other people are not interested to learn this English.
Shukriya, sir.
Thank you.
Walaikum salam.
What's your name?
I'm Muhammad Arslan from Social Work Department.
Can I ask one question about English?
Yes, please.
What are some common mistakes people make speaking English, and how they can avoid this?
As far as today we are living in a very diverse strategies. You can say is a diversifies. And as far as long I come to know about that, the English conflict in basically South Asian region, basically in Pakistan, is a very difficult to speak for the mostly Pakistani people. So I think there is some cultural diversity and cultural conflict in languages. So that's why people don't know about how to speak English, because their primary education, their elementary education and basic education as well plays a very important role to dignify their rightful place in the society. So that's why they are not home at in English.
How can avoid these mistakes by speaking in English?
Everything, I think everything in this world is the result of strong determination. Everything towards struggle have different ideas, strong consistency. So I think we should mold our education system, and if we want to enlighten our children's, our societies, our communities, so that's why we should enlighten our children. So we should change the curriculum of the government, we should change the curriculum of our schools, and the very significant step is that we should have to change the syllabus in every perspective, and that type of amendment will be implemented that can help to speak the people well and who met in English. So that's why we should also some conflict in our curriculum, in our education, in our primary, elementary and intermediate. So that's why the class conflict, I think it's a major issue that the people are not home at to speak English well. So I think we should change the education system if we want to get a highly and esteemed destination to achieve a highly and recommended person in today's societies.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
What's your name?
Mahanjami.
Your department?
IR.
Your semester?
Second.
I want to ask a question. Can I ask?
Yes.
What are some challenges people face when trying to improve their English skills?
A lack of access to resource and English can make it difficult for people to learn English, especially for they do not have access to language course or native English speaker to practice with. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Fine.
I have a question for you. Can I ask?
Yeah, you can ask.
Why people face difficulty in speak English?
Because it is not our native language, and probability which is the language we have native, we speak very consistently and very effectively.
And what's you know about the solution?
Solution it is that we must add English in our language in our daily use, and we will get soon that problem we face today.
Okay, thank you.
Walaikum Assalam.
What's your name?
Muhammad Nawaz.
Department?
Maths.
I have a question in English if I ask.
Yes.
Why people feel difficulty to speak in English?
Because the lack of confidence, because lack of practice. Most is the practice difficulty, as we don't face the practice of talk in English. If any language we practice, then we talk in that language. So we don't practice in any institute English. We focus on a grammar but don't practice. If we focus on practice, then we can talk in English. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Sir, I have some important question about the importance of English.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, what are the common reasons why people difficult to face English?
Because first of all, English is not our native language, and secondly, we don't have any exposure on international market and other values as well. That's it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
What's your name?
My name is Usama Shbir.
Which is your department?
I am from Institute of Zoology, University of the
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why people face difficulty to speak in English?
I think so there is a gap between our learning experience and speaking. We know how to read and how to write, and we have a much knowledge about the structures of grammatical structure of the English. But when we going towards speaking, we lack difficulties. The one thing there is we lack of experience. We never try to speak English.
What is the solution of this problem?
The biggest solution in my mind is that we can improve our English speaking skill by trying to speak with our friends and social circle, and by reading literature and watching English movies.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
What is your name?
My name is Salamatullah.
Which semester?
7th semester.
Which department?
Master in Technology Education.
I want to ask question. Can I ask?
Yes, you can ask.
Why people face difficulties to speak English?
In Pakistan, if you think in Pakistan, mostly people don't face difficulties to speak English. If we think about India or other foreign countries, but in Pakistan, mostly people face difficulties to speak English because we in Pakistan we speak multiple languages. We speak Urdu, Punjabi, or other language in our home, but we speak English on international language, on international level, or on educational institute. And the main thing that the people face difficulties to speak English is that we don't have a lot of memory, we have shortage of vocabulary, and we don't have such a confidence to speak English in a good accent. That's the main thing.
What is solution this problem?
The solution is that if a person wants to speak English fluently, and the first thing is that he should have many things, he should have knowledge about vocabulary. So, and the easy way to speak English is that you should read newspaper of written in English, and you should watch movies.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
What is your name?
Muhammad.
And how are you?
Fine, thank you.
From where you learn English?
From store.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
How are you?
I am fine.
From which department you are?
Applied psychology first semester.
Okay, I have a question for you. Can I ask?
Yes, you can.
Why people face difficulty in speaking English?
English speaking. I think academic background is the main reason, and coming to the subconscious. From our 3-year age, we are getting the languages and what we do in our future. So, English language basically we learn Urdu in Pakistan from our childhood. That's why we can't speak English and we face difficulties in speaking English. And the other thing is that the exposure with English is very low in our education departments. That's the reason.
What do you think? What will do to reduce this thing?
So in our educational institutes we can add sessional marks for speaking. We can start speaking from low rate classes, just like 6-7 classes, or from primary boards. That's why we can solve this issue, and it's a very big issue. English is our official language but not national. It is spoken all over the world.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
What's your name?
Asma Munahid.
Department?
IR.
I have a question of English. How do culture difference impact a person's ability to communicate effectively in English?
Society and culture and attitude toward non-native English. A speaker can impact their ability to learn and speak the language, as they may face discrimination or prejudice that make it harder for them to participate and improve.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikum.
What's your name?
Anzala Iqbal.
And your department?
Pol Science.
Your semester?
First.
Can I ask one question about English?
Yes.
Why people face difficult to speak English?
People face difficulty in speaking English because there are many reasons for that. First of all, I think that people are underconfident about speaking English because at the lower level of education, they are not made. The teachers of their teachers do not make them speak English in front of the class, or do not try to teach them English
At a school level.
At the school level, because the education level of them are not that well. They try to get their education from very low level institutes, mainly online schools and just like virtual university. So they don't have that much knowledge about themselves for English themselves. So that's why they don't make their students feel confident about English, speaking English. Then we can say that in our lower education system there is a number game. People try to run behind the numbers, not try to learn themselves. Just like the example that in 3 Idiots.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm fine.
From which department you are?
I am from applied psychology.
Okay, I have a question for you. Can I ask?
Yes, you can.
Why people face difficulty in speaking English?
There are many reasons behind it. People face difficulty in speaking English. Some of these reasons include hesitation. Other reasons includes their academic background. They don't have they don't have presentations in their school life, and many other activities such as social activities and other which require to speak in front of public, which makes a lot of lack of ability to speak in English. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
What's your name?
My name is Ishaq Khan.
Which department?
I am from ECE department.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Why people face difficulty to speak in English?
There is a lot of problems. Some of these are vocabulary, speaking technique, and other point is that it means pronunciation. We are facing in every human being. Is it clear? I think these are main difficulties we are facing.
Thank you.
है तो सारे मुश्किल ही है, लेकिन गल है कि जेड़ा है, लेकिन सानू जेड़ा है ना वो सीखना भी जरूरी है।
कैसे सेल्फिश करें
वो इसलिए जरूरी है कि असली जेड़े है ना, सर सैयद अहमद खान ने फरमाया कि जब तक आप कोई भी ज़ुबान हासिल नहीं कर सकते हैं ना, मसलन जैसे इंग्लिश है, उर्दू है, आप दूसरे लोगों के साथ उस तरह बात नहीं कर सकते, और इंग्लिश सीखना भी बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है। और इसके बिना सब कुछ मिल रहा है। आप मतलब कि अमेरिका या किसी और मुल्क में जाते हैं या किसी मालूम कंट्री किसी में भी जाते हैं, तो वो आपने स्पीच किस में इंग्लिश में ही करनी है ना दूसरों के साथ। जब आप पाकिस्तान में रहेंगे तो ज़ाहिर आपने उर्दू में बात करनी है, यहाँ उर्दू भी बोली जाती है, यहाँ भी डिफरेंट ज़बाने बोली जाती है। इंग्लिश सीखना वो भी ज़रूरी है। आप कहीं भी जाते हैं किसी मुल्क में भी जाते हैं।
बहुत शुक्रिया चाचू जी का, ठीक है
जी
सानू टाइम दिता है ते माशाल्लाह ने जो भी गल की है ते बिल्कुल। आप चाचू जी अपना नाम दस दे तुसीं सानू।
मेरा नाम मलिक आजाद अहमद अवान फ्रॉम आजाद जम्मू कश्मीर।
ये